Be me, 21-year-old EMT. Just started my first job in the field, and they have me dropping off patients for medical appointments and taking people home from the hospital. My partner is also incredibly green. One day we get sent to the hospital to take a patient home. Neither of us have ever really been to this hospital before. Hospital is currently having some construction done due to its age. Hospital opened in the 1940s. Find ourselves lost in the old wing of the hospital. Weird corridor seems to dip lower into the earth, as if one were walking downhill. We get in the elevator and take it to the 4th floor, where our patient is supposed to be. Door swings open, and we see a dimly lit corridor of old hospital equipment and flickering lights. Not another soul in sight. We explore the corridor for a bit, but get a cold eerie feeling. Decide we were in the wrong building and go back to the elevator. Now this next part my partner and I both swear is true. We hit the 1st floor. On the elevator and write it down. See the numbers go down on the elevator. Physically feel the elevator go down. The doors swing open. It's still the 4th fucking floor. Our hearts drop. Close our eyes and pray. Hit the 1st floor again. Doors swing open, and we made it back to the 1st floor. Never ever go back to the old wing. I vividly remember as a little kid having some sort of encounter with what could have been a rake or a skinwalker. Be me, 7-yo kid in southern Nevada. Playing around behind house at about 7 or 8 p.m. Getting dark out, jaff because it's not pitch black yet. Playing pretend, running around with a trash can lid and a stick as a knight. Run up to the top of this hill behind my house and look down at the bottom of the driveway. See this naked guy crouched by our dumpster. What.mov. Transfixed, watching him. Dude's really fucking pale and seems to be twitching a lot. He's not completely naked, wearing some kind of brownish cloak. He seems to sniff the air, notice his face is almost like a coyote's. Howls, sounds like a really fucked up, warbly coyote howl. Suddenly get pants shittingly terrified. Run down the hill. Trip. Burst into tears out of fear that the guy is gonna get me. Mom comes out back, finds me and thinks I'm hurt, so she takes me in. I try to tell her about what I saw. Only 7 at the time, so it gets dismissed as a kid's imagination. TFW a few days later 2 of our 5 dogs go missing. TFW I learn many years later when I'm 16 that my dad found the corpse of one of our dogs, mutilated and strung across a rock to rot in the sun. My story isn't really creepy or anything, just sorta neat, because there were 2 independent and separate sightings within my family. Be me, around 17 years old. Family was moving from Reno to Las Vegas. I'm in the car with my mom, brother and dad are in the moving truck. It's bright as fuck out because it's 11 a.m. in the desert. I'm napping in the passenger seat. Slowly wake up, groggily look around. Out of the corner of my eye I see a little kid on the side of the road. The car zooms by where the kid was. I try and look in the rear view mirror, but the kid is gone. Ask my mom if she saw a little kid on the side of the road. No anon, there wasn't any kid, you probably dreamed it. Shrug.exe. Mom and dad decide to stop for lunch at a McDonald's somewhere along the road. We arrive, dad and brother not here yet. Dad and brother come in, brother loudly says we saw a ghost. Dad and brother tell story of how brother saw a Native American boy on the side of the road. He was green, pale, and see-through, and had his mouth open. Dad did not see the ghost boy, he doesn't really believe in ghosts. Mom pauses and says wait a minute, Anon saw a kid on the side of the road too. Mom and dad compare notes of when and where me and brother both saw the kid by the road. Apparently we both said that we saw the kid at around the same spot, but neither parent saw the ghost boy. When I saw the kid, I didn't assume it was a ghost, I assumed it was literally a kid walking along the side of the highway in the middle of the desert. To this day, the ghost boy is probably still out there, hanging around Hawthorne, Nevada. Be me, 15-yo playing on my phone in the classroom, everyone else is doing their own thing. Teacher is reading a book. Summer vacations are a couple of days away, so nobody gives a fuck anymore. Grow bored of playing on phone, some of the boys gathered in a circle besides the windows to play cards. Turn around on my chair to ask them if I can join them. Just as I do, that I see this insanely tall, thin and completely dark being standing right behind one of them. It's literally so tall it hunches over him, like an upside-down J letter. The most accurate way I have to describe it is that it looked as if someone took a photo and drew a black stickman figure in it with Microsoft Paint. Immediately turn around and go back to my phone. A few minutes go by. I think to myself that I must have imagined it. Turn around again. It's still there. FFS. Don't want to stare at it, since I don't want that thing to find out I can actually see it. Wait a little more. Finally it starts to move again in a jarring way, as if someone was dragging a PNG through a screen. Exits the classroom, leaves disappearing down the hall. I still don't know what the fuck was that, because it wasn't a shadow person, it was something different, not necessarily evil, but not good either. I'm mildly used to seeing and experiencing weird stuff, but to this day, whatever or whoever that thing was, it rubbed me the wrong way. Be me. 30. Friends invite me on a camping trip. Why not? Friends take me out deep into the forest. WTF literally, where am I set up my tent. Hear a rustling in the forest. Go check it out. It's Queen Elizabeth herself. Ma queen, I thought you was dead, not likely M8 in it. She gets on her knees. Wraps those luscious old lady lips around me Todger. Gives me a good ol' wank with her move right there. Cumin seconds. I look down. She's gone. Bloody LM8, I spunked in me knickers. Anyone else seeing disappearing airplanes, or is it just me? Am I losing my goddamn mind? Be me. Driven Tempe. Look up. See what looks like airplanes stuck in sky. Think nah, just flying away, so like stuck. As I finish thinking this, it disappears. I can't fucking find it anymore. I'm driving so my eyes are everywhere. I looked away for 1 fucking second bros. Think maybe a building obstructing my view, but it was literally 1 to 2 seconds tops I looked away. And it was stuck in air. Be me. 1 to 2 days later. Driving 1 to 2 miles per hour about to make a right turn, get back on road. See plane flying low and slow. Think head, at least this isn't frozen and disappearing. It fucking disappears. It was as if I never even saw a plane. Clear blue skies. Park. This has to be a ducking joke. What the actual fuck, look around everywhere. No fucking plane bros. Proceed to lose my shit. Post it here. I got a personal experience. Be me. Decide to go on a camping trip because why not? Find myself a nice camping spot in the sticks. Late at night, decide to heat up some beans. Hear something in the bush rustling around when I put the beans on the fire. Few minutes later beans are done. Take them and put first spoonful of beans in my mouth. Hear dies or nigga ISST bonin. It sounds like a broken version of Hitler. But Hitler has died. I fire 20 rounds from my SKS randomly into the woods. God bless America. GNP. Hear screaming of children in distance. Oh god, oh fuck, Hitler is summoning dead Jewish babies to eat my penis. I tactically run to my car and drive home. Next day I hear in the news that at a campsite near where I was a child was found dead from gunshot wounds. Must have been skin Hitler. I have no explanation for the things I saw that evening other than the supernatural. I'm just glad I made it out alive. So here is the basic rundown of what happened. Be me. Chilling in my favorite teacher's room during lunch. Talk about random shit, he's pretty based. He's fucking around with the new smartboard. Asks what he should draw. Tell him to draw me. He opens the attendance on the smartboard and navigates to my class. For context, our attendance roster has our pictures above our names. He finds my picture and starts tracing over it with a smartboard pen. Notice 2 images below my picture. A GT and an infinity symbol. Ask teacher what that GT thing is under my picture. Finishes drawing my face and taps on it. Pop-up says something like gifted and talented, something, qualification. Become extremely confused. Say I've never been in gate before. Teacher insists I have, else I wouldn't have that icon under my picture. If you say so. What the fuck though? I swear on absolutely everything that I've never been in gate, and now I see that I was marked as being in it. Also, later on I found out that the infinity symbol was for historically accurate entries, which I have no idea what that means. Had a paranormal encounter recently with a clown recently, wondering if any other X-File has a similar story. Be me, McDonald's Waggy. Shift's just about to end, it's 6 p.m. The way the place is laid out, I have a view of the front door 24/7 from behind the counter. Doors are glass, see-through. See them open, and a guy in a full clown costume, makeup, big shoes, the works, steps in. Very clearly wasn't behind the door before. The place is mostly empty, no one comes in at this time of day, they usually just go through the drive-through. I keep an eye on him, get a really hostile and weird vibe from the guy. Gets about like 10 feet from the counter, giggles a little to himself, and awkwardly kind of shuffles behind this little wall next to the counter that blocked off my view of the bathrooms. Hear him fucking around with the doorknobs, not entering any of the bathrooms, just jiggling the knobs. I don't get paid enough to stop this crackhead, so I peek into the back and tell my co-workers about it. Another guy goes up front and checks out the bathroom. He's gone for God knows how long. Almost 7 p.m., I grab another guy and go to check it out. Right as we're about to walk into the bathroom, guy steps out and tells me no one was in there. WTF. Seems to have no knowledge of time passing.